Last day here in Portland, about to head back to North Dakota later today. Just one last look at the blue car. This car is so good. There are so many details in this car. I love it. VR6, supercharged air, I mean, yeah, top notch. I think we're in the right place. I see a lot of Volkswagens and I want that van again. So I'm leaving in about 3 hours, but quick stop by Double J Motorsports. They're the ones who put on Pacific Waterlands, and today, check out their shop. I'm not sure what's happening, but there's just a lot of red cars. Even the Camaro, there's just a lot of red cars in this parking lot. Nice little 3-liter VR6 turbo on the Mark II. This thing's cool. He plans on racing this car like Circuit Series next year, I think he said. And this is Joey's car, the owner of Double J. A lot of cool stuff in here. And then outside, we got David's car again. Woo-hoo-hoo! That presentation of you pulling that off was perfect. Like,
claimed it that way.
So nice. I just love this thing. I showed you yesterday's video at Pacific Waterlands, but 12 VR6,
yep.
Big old turbo, gnarly manifold in the back, and again, the car is all-wheel drive. It has the 4Motion system in the rear, kind of paired with a synchro setup a little bit. Really cool car. Really cool car. Love all of this. I've never seen so many VR6 turbo cars and VR6 supercharged cars in my life, and there's just like everywhere out here. I need one. I need this. I need all of this, or a supercharger. I don't even care. I just need, not that the VR6 by itself isn't amazing, but like I want that strapped to my engine. So many good details on this thing. Power steering down the corner, custom plate. I believe it's a 6-speed, if I'm not mistaken. It might be a 6-speed. You can see the drive shaft down there, going to the back. Very, very cool. So yeah, if you need a VR6 turbo, I mean, they do everything at this shop, but all-wheel drive swaps, turbo anything, supercharger anything, right-hand drive swaps. Right there, Double J. Maybe I'll send my jet out here, and they can do my my all-wheel drive swap and slap a turbo on my car in the meantime. Maybe for this show next year, I'll ship them my car, and I'll show up to Pacific Waterlands with a big turbo VR6 and it's all-wheel drive. That would be fun. I would not. I would have no complaints with that. Yeah, I love this thing. It's very simple on the outside. It's the RPF ones, the big tires. It's not super flashy, but I mean, this thing must be insane to drive.
What's crazy is he just put this wheel and tire setup on maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And his old setup wasn't as nice as our RPF ones. We'll just say that.
I mean, the RPF ones fit the car. It's cool. I love seeing JDM wheels on Euro spec cars. It just looks really, really cool. I just keep staring at this. It's just like, it just looks at you the whole entire time. Yeah, very, very, very well done car.
this actually a roll? Like, oh, one does it like more than that too.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, like it.
No, I mean, I thought it was just kind of neat for the show. I think it did.
So it's supposed to be loud, isn't it?
This thing is so cool.
So mine
2.8 VR6 all-wheel drive Mark II.
because it's hard mounted to the fuel cell.
The exhaust working, all the welds. You can see the drive shaft up there. I just love your fuel cell back here. I love how you did all this. Whole floor cut out, everything dropped down.
Yeah, so actually the inside of this is pretty dope because typically with a fuel pump mounted in the side right here, you would run into issues with fuel surge as like you go around corners and all the fuel
pushes
surge
to
are
one side.
So what I did is I was going through off-road forums because I knew that like guys that go wheeling, they typically their cars will be like sideways going up hills and shit, and they don't have fuel starvation. So I found what they use is what's called a hydro mat, and it's basically a sock that sits on the floor. And so as long as that mat is touching any amount of fuel, it will never run dry.
Wow.
So that is on the bottom of the fuel cell. The fuel pump is pulling directly through that sock.
Okay.
So even if this tank is completely dry, if that sock or the hydro mat is wet, it won't run out of fuel and it'll never starve.
That's awesome.
That's how I got away with it, running the fuel pump on the side of the tank like that.
Lots of cool details. Like you were saying earlier, you made all of this. This is all your design.
Yeah, so I built all of this stuff, and then on the top, you can't really see, but I've welded this structure to the factory Quantum Synchro Wagon beam.
Yep, I see it right there.
Yep.
So this portion is like the Mark III Synchro, correct?
That's Quantum Synchro, yeah, so that's gonna be factory.
Yep.
And then I did, then I built these brackets to the body here. I had to flatten that out, smash everything, built these. These are like bushing inserts that are really common on like off-road rigs. So I got those off of those pages. And then I just built this, and these pieces are all just, the reason I even used chromoly is because those were leftover pieces from a roll cage.
And it's worked.
Metal laying around, so I just welded that together.
And the coolest part, he was telling me, a lot of times with all-wheel drive swaps, there's a lot of tunneling doing, but all this, you said it just fits. Like you made it all, a little clearancing, but like, it fits, and even stock length Audi TT Mark I drive shaft, correct?
Yep, completely stock, unmodified. You can see right up in here where I modified the tunnel, and then I just had to drill new holes for the parking brake cables to come through.
Yep.
And I mean, it's
cool.
about as basic and simple as you could possibly do this conversion.
And it's awesome. You can see up here, he said he hammered up here a little bit more space, but it all fits. Exhaust with the drive shaft on a non-all-wheel drive car, and it just very well done, sir.
Just basic.
Yeah, as basic as your all-wheel drive awesome car can kind of be. Lots of ideas. I joked with Brian sending my car out here to do the VR6 all-wheel drive turbo in my car, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I actually send it out here and I bring it to the show next year, because that would be cool. Well, man, I appreciate you talking about the car. I mean, I think everyone loved it at the show yesterday, and this thing is awesome.
Yeah, it's fun to bring it out. It's fun to have an excuse to drive it.
And you said 370 right now to the wheels?
Yeah.
And you obviously could go a lot more, but...
Yeah, I could easily, I mean, everything on it, we've done similar setups that will do just over 500, but I don't,
Yeah. You said the car weighs 2650 with you in the car.
Yeah, 2650 with me.
So it's crazy light, making 370 to the wheels. It has to be like a rocket ship. I mean...
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, this car is killer. Very nice build.
Coolant prices are insane right now. Because Volkswagen stopped.
All right, well, that is our time at DJM. Amazing shop, amazing people. Can't wait to come back. Maybe some plans for Miley later on, we'll see, but give them a follow. Definitely check them out. Super awesome people. If you're out here in Portland, definitely check them out with the Volkswagen. They do a bunch of stuff here, like normal service stuff, and they can also build you a VR6 turbo all-wheel drive. So huge thank you to them. And they also gave me a shirt and a hoodie, which I don't know where it's gonna fit because I already fit 17 extra shirts. Let me just show you the rest. Hold on. I don't know if you can tell, but my suitcase is like bowing in the middle. There's parts, 17 extra shirts. I had to put some clothes in here, and now I have an extra shirt and a hoodie. I already have to hold the posters. Brian, why'd you let me do this? I have way too much stuff now, and I'm already wearing this hoodie, so I can't even like double up. It'll work, but a lot of stuff. Again, thank you, DJM, hooking it up. Alright, so after a very long day of traveling, it's currently a little after midnight. We are finally back home. I gotta say it again, thank you so much, Brian, for having me out. I had an amazing weekend, and I will definitely be back next year for sure. West Coast was awesome, saw a ton of amazing cars, and overall just had a very, very good time. So gonna end it off here. It's late and I want some sleep. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.